Hi guys, it's Amy and you have found Amy Loves Crochet. Thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate you clicking on my videos. Before I get into what my video is really going to be about, I had to share this with you because it's funny. I went to hang these or put these on my shelf. These are the minis that I just got last weekend. And you can see here, let me put all the blues together. You can see we've got those gorgeous blues. I showed these to you already from the hatchback of my car. Right? So gorgeous, so gorgeous. And, you know, they were all hanging individually, maybe a couple of them on the same peg, but they were purchased as individuals. So I just think it's really funny that I ended up with a grouping that looks just like one I already have. Can you believe that? I knew I liked that color, right? Oh my gosh, that's just too funny. So anyway, one of the things I showed you recently was my zipper, working with a zipper, trying to crochet onto a zipper so that you can make a little zipper pouch. And I know that there's a specific way that I've seen on how to use a needle and just to embroider a chain stitch, I guess, into the zipper, and then you crochet onto that. You saw that I found that I was able to crochet into the edge of it and just skip the needle part altogether. And so I ended up with a couple of different sizes of little zipper pouches here based on how I was working with those stitches. Now, I did purchase this from Amazon. The package is very loud, so I'm going to try to be very quiet with it. But here is the outside of what that looks like, and I'll put the link down below. But you can see these little 4-inch zippers come in all different colors. Shh. See how many different colors? Like there's a whole ton of them. Like 2 or 3 different shades of pink or purple or all the blues. So I kind of went haywire with these. All of these are crocheted with I Love This yarn, except for one. This one is the Color Wheel Sparkle, I think. What's it called? It's right here. Jenny's Galoshes. Sugar Wheel Cotton Sparkle. So this is one of those good old Hobby Lobby clearances. And I had some scraps, so I was going to play with that. And this is a smaller hook. I think this one was a 3.25. And I know I'm crazy, but I went with it. The rest of these I think are a 3.5. But it depends on how many stitches you are putting in the corner to make the project a little bit longer. I say I'm what I was doing. But so this one, I think this colorway was called Delicate. And you know, I don't know what order I made them, but it was definitely a learning experience because of the way the ends of the zipper kept popping out on me. And so, you know, I really wanted the insides to look nice, but in some cases they look a little wonky-doo. But that's okay. Like I said, it was a learning experience as I went. I started to, you know, I got a whole bunch of them here. Just grab a color and grab, you know, I only have so much of the yarn, so many different colorways of the yarn. So I was trying to do different, you know, different aesthetics with the different zipper color. Here's one I thought matched almost identical to the zipper color. I thought that was a good one. And then this guy, we like him. A little bit lighter color on the zipper. You've all seen this one a million times with a light blue I did. And then I like this one as well. See, this one's a little bit, not so much on this one, but you can see with a brighter pink, you know, sometimes it looked a little more square. This one's got kind of a rounded look to it. And I just would go until I felt like stopping. I had a business card sitting on my desk right there, so I just would help hold that up. If a business card will fit in here, that's like, you know, a good size for a change purse. So I did a bunch of those up, and they work up super, super quick, like in just a couple of hours. So I have this whole rest of this bag that I can keep working on those as I feel the need to. The next thing that was sort of a step out for me, and I was kind of inspired by this 2 sheep and fiber events ago when I was in, where was that? Glen Allen, Missouri. They had one yarn person, one crochet person had some like flat loveys. And I thought, you know, I really don't want to stuff a lovey. I'm not comfortable there. So let me see if I can crochet one of those flat loveys. I think that might not be a difficult thing for me to come across, to get through. And I came across this one pattern, and it kind of just opened up things for me. So the yarn that I used for this one is behind me. This one was, oops, I'm caught up. Lots of Dots by Hobby Lobbies. Lots of Dots, baby bee. I'll fix you later, I'm sorry. And so the pattern calls for this flat lovey. I'll start down here because I'm trying to hide something. So it's just like this flat piece, and it was a bunny, and there was the feet, 2 feet on the bottom and 2 feet on the top, or 2 little hands, whatever. Beep. But the head was still a normal stuffed head. And I thought to myself, if the rest of it's flat, I really want to make the head flat. So, whoops, where am I? So I came up with this first. I don't know, you just play with stuff. Just play with different directions and do what your mind is trying to create, and you might get there. Anyway. So what I did here was, because the lovey was flat, I wanted the head flats, but I wanted to give it a little bit of depth. So I did 2 flat pieces and then stitched it together, and was just like, I'm not feeling it. I don't want this spiral face. Like, I wasn't feeling it. So I don't know how I came across it, but I did. Now I still have to put, here's his little ears. I still have to put a face on him, and I kind of froze up at the face, but like for my first attempt at a little lovey guy, it's kind of hard to hold and show you, but each of the little feet that you make 4 are the same. So that was not difficult, to figure out which is the hands. Maybe what I was looking at was a puppy. No, I think it was a bunny. I'll have to put the link down. Forgive me, this was a couple of weeks ago when I got this first one done and started going from there. But, so he's going to get a little sleepy face. And something else that I thought of to do on my own was give the bunny a little tail. Oh my gosh, I crack myself up sometimes. So I'm going to give him a little face, and then he'll be all done, and I'm super excited about that. Super excited. So hubby and I were out and about, and I said, so we were going to go eat, and he picked a place, and I'm like, the food sounds too weird. I'm a plain Jane, and I was not interested in eating there. So, but we didn't come up with anything else. So we were driving around, and we drove past that place, and he's like, I'm hungry. It had been 45 minutes. We were still looking for something to eat. I said, fine, we'll just go. I'll find something. Not the case. It worked out. It was good stuff. And I think it was called Taco Buddha, if I'm not mistaken. But he's very adventurous and I'm not. So because I ate dinner there, when I didn't want to, I made him stop at Hobby Lobby for me because I knew it happened to be a 30% off week. So even if I found something that I thought I had to have, I was going to save 30% off. So where do I start? Start with this one. And I think this was the first one. So the yarn that I'm going to share with you that I used on this was this Snugs and Kisses blueberry. And they also had this grape color. It's called grape jelly. And then a white. And it was the only 3 colors that they had. And it's sort of this like heathery, it's kind of light. So I kind of started working on this one pattern, and I think it's called the Snuggle Slug. Obviously I'm going to list it below. And she uses I don't know what yarn it is, but it's extra, like eyelash yarn or something. And I'm not comfortable with that, and I'm not going to use it, so I use this instead. And everybody needs eyes, okay? I really hope to be able to get a picture inserted into this video before it goes up with eyes done, but eyes are definitely going to be done, but I don't have eyes on yet. So here is this Snuggle Slug. Snuggle Slug. Super, super cute. You do these little extended eyeballs, and just super, super cute. The material that she uses, like I said down here, is something fuzzy wuzzy. And I mean, this is already like the chenille. What's it made out of? What is this stuff made out of? This is, I'm upside down. This is 100% polyester, and it's softer than softest, soft. But this is what happens when you change over. She has you work on the body like that, you know, and then start to do the head. And normally, you know, on her pattern, the stitches are so fuzzy like that you don't really see it. And she uses a complementary color, not necessarily like a contrasting. Like she used 2 shades of purple here. So I saw that and I was like, I want to do something about that. So I started to work in the round in some cases. No, now I don't remember what order I went in. So I had a little bit. So. So I went from this one, and I thought, okay, what can I do a little bit differently, but keeping it the same idea. So I think I did this one next. And figured I could just square. It was a lot easier to make just the squared bumps. I kind of incorporated the same way she went around here and made the top sealed up. And then, so I figured I'll just do something different to make the eyes. Okay, whatever. So then I thought, okay, I have some Bernat blanket yarn from a long time ago. So I came here and grabbed a ball of that and made a little bit of a different one, different size. It's a little bit smaller because it's all that I had of this blanket yarn. I made a lot of little C2Cs out of this blanket yarn. I remember that. But it kind of looks like a tooth up on top. Do you remember, for those of you old like me, do you remember the Bugs Bunny cartoon where it's a big orange creature in a castle, and he's doing his hair and he's combing his hair? I had big slippers of him when I was a kid. I remember those. But it kind of reminds, the top of his head is kind of shaped like that. So these guys will get some eyes of some kind before I'm done. And then I wanted to do another one. I wanted to make as many as I could, but I was running out of the yarn. So I made one that's just all blue. So he'll get some eyes as well. Everybody's getting eyes. You get a set of eyes. You get a set of eyes. So then I decided to go back and revisit the flat Lovey idea. And so I was really proud of myself. The way that I did the feet were a little bit different. And then I didn't put them on the same way. So if you see like the way that the stitching goes, I did one of the hands different than everybody else. But what I also did, I get so excited to show you guys sometimes. I can hardly even stand it. It'll look different with a face, trust me. But I decided to go ahead and make a flat Lovey that had a different face. So I came up with these ears kind of on my own. I want to call it a dog, I was kind of doing the face the way that the lady did on my first Lovey, on the first flat Lovey. I'm sure that was a bunny, but I wanted to make the dog look a little bit different. So my whole point was that their big old heavy flopping head would not, if this is just all flat, how does his head have any sturdiness? So I kind of sewed it on here, and I got crooked right at the end. I'm so mad at myself. Like, and I don't want to go in there and cut it and trim it and fix it. But his head is crooked and I just can't stand it. But it is what it is, It's not going to be perfect on my first one, right? Give a little bit of practice here and there. So yesterday was a waste of a lot of hours for me. Not really a waste, but I wanted to get some things. Okay, so for this yard sale that I have coming up this weekend, that's what all this is the first time I've ever thought, well, I can make Loveys or plushies or something for this event specifically. Why would I make multiples if I weren't doing it for this event? So hopefully this will be the first time that I've ever really made something specifically in an earnest effort to sell at that event. So I was going somewhere with that. Oh, so yesterday I left the house at about 1 to go and get an orange piece of poster board. That's all. Just one orange piece of poster board. I was gone for 4 hours. I realized, I'm tootling around because my husband's gone and nobody is home waiting for me or anything. So I spent as much time looking at whatever I wanted to look at. And so I decided to run by Hobby Lobby because if I could crank out a couple more of these, I did want to. And again, the only colors that they had at the store that I went to when I bought the initially was the purple, the blue, and the white. And so I went in because I needed something for their face. It's all about the face. I had to do the face. And so they also had this gorgeous green. It's called Baby Jade. And then this pink color is called Cozy Rosy. And I got another purple and another white. And so I'll make some more of those. And then I was trying to figure out what yarn to get for the face, because they keep talking about embroidery thread maybe on a smaller amigurumi, a 3 or a 4 worsted weight or something like that. But this is big fat 6, and I don't want to just use thread for the eyes and stuff. So because it was a 30% off day, and these were only 99 cents to begin with, I thought for 65 cents or whatever it is, these would be good to use. So I got a pink for the nose and the black for the eyes. They are a 4, it's 100% acrylic, and there is, it's just 65 yards. So a penny a yard, woohoo, I scored 30 grams. So that was going to be my plan for any faces. And then just because we were talking about thread, I also picked up number 10 mercerized cotton crochet thread, and it was only $2.99 plus the 30% off. So I could always use that in my stash. So I am very, very excited about trying to figure out these faces, getting a couple faces on here, getting a couple of pink and green colors incorporated into, what size do I want to do? I like the smaller ones, but I like the bigger ones too. It's a lot of fun when you're doing something you haven't done before and you're like, oh wait, let's do that. Oh wait, what about this? So you can see the squares were a little bit easiest, but this was fun too. And then I just pulled it down a little bit extra here, did some extra here. Yeah, just play with it. Do something different now and then. So, all right, guys, that's what I've got. Hopefully, so today is Saturday, and this video is going to go up on Thursday, I do believe, because I have a easy video up in between. And then my yard sale is on Saturday. So, oh, that's my other thing. Okay, so I have like no plans, no plans, no plans, and then all the plans. So I signed up for this um, yard sale at the church because I thought it would be a really great idea. And it's the same weekend as the Midwest Fiber Fest, but I'm going to go to the Midwest Fiber Fest on Friday, so it doesn't matter. Wrong. It's only a couple hours in the evening on Friday, and it's not. It's like a meet and greet or something. Like I don't know that it's the time that I'm going to go. So my church, the yard sale is going to be from 8 to noon. So hopefully I'm super busy and selling, right? But then I gotta close that up and get to the Fiber Fest. Now it's open until 5, but even on best chance scenario, I might get there at 1 or 1:30. So I hope there's a lot of what I want left. Obviously, it's not like they're going to sell out. Which is what I thought last time, which is what I thought I had to get there as soon as they open the doors. But because then it's also going on Sunday, but after church I have plans on Sunday that I completely forgot about. So here again, I thought I would go ahead and schedule stuff because I never schedule stuff, and now I'm scheduling stuff on top of stuff. So, and then I just realized that I have my nail appointment next on Thursday before the weekend, and I have a dentist appointment on Thursday. So I had to double check my time there, and I'm okay there. So I'm just busy. A lot of stuff going on when it hasn't been going on. So Amy's a little tired. But I've got some other finished things that I need to get into a video. And all of this has been like 5 priorities all at once, all in my brain going, wait, here's an idea, here's an idea, here's an idea. So I think now that I've got this video finished, I can go and, well, not finished, but my next thing is to go figure out the faces, show you some pictures within this video of the finished faces, and maybe crank out a couple of more of the little zipper pouches because those are fun. And I like the fact that they're going to have a couple of different colors to choose from, maybe, So, all right, guys, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate you. Have a wonderfully blessed day, and please do come back and see me again. Thank you. Bye-bye.